Whose idea was this whole birthday thing? I think I'm kind of over it. Alright, here's the deal. I haven't made one of these kind of videos in a while, but here I am again. Everybody's favorite burnout. Day 1 of year 23, and I'm already dreading it. And it's not just because I'm sick. That does kind of play a factor in it, but I guess I've just been anticipating great tragedy to happen on this day because that's pretty much all that I've been experiencing probably for a little while now. It started before this, but I can trace it back to early December when I reached out to Stan and said, hey, I'd like to get baptized. And from that point on, it was just one thing after another, it felt like. And the enemy picks up on these sort of things, I feel like. I've come to learn that. He has a way of really breaking you down if you really let him, and frankly, I let him do it. These weapons have been formed against me, I'll tell you. Like, I got really weak during this time because I think, frankly, I was getting cocky. I was getting comfortable. And I've learned that comfort is one of my greatest enemies. I get comfortable in a certain routine or in a certain state of things being. And when the enemy picks up on that, he comes to me and he's like, well, really, you think you're doing so well? Okay, well, I'm gonna take this away from you and we'll see how confident you are then. I'm gonna make this into something that you never wanted it to be, and then we'll see how you're feeling about it then. We'll see how defeated you are then, and if you're still confident enough in who you are and in your identity as a child of God. And I went on and I got baptized. Even still, none of that shook me enough to make me not want to do that. But I learned again that baptism is not the end all be all, but that's even still, every day you have to wake up and make the decision to be like, I'm not going back to my old ways. But the enemy came after me again. It was like, okay, you did this thing, you made this public profession, but you remember this other thing that you've been carrying with you for the past 10 years? Yeah, we're gonna bring that back, and we'll see how strong you can stand against it. And I went on a week-long bender with it because I'm weak and vulnerable, and my strength was meager, frankly. And during this time, with everything that has been happening, it's been really difficult not to feel abandoned or lied to, or like, frankly, nobody really cares. At least not to the point where it really even makes a difference. But I'm thankful to the people that have reeled me back in. You know who you are. You really did talk me off the ledge. Just want you to know that. That's the main reason I'm making this video. It's kind of doom and gloom and not exactly the sort of birthday commentary that everybody wants somebody to send out, especially not me. But it's just, with everything that's been happening lately, it's crazy to think that. So I'll be frank, guys, this was not the plan. This is not what I had in mind. And part of me didn't even expect to make it to 23. And the parts of me that did would not have predicted that this is where I would be. This is low. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not even close. But I guess on a day like this, it's kind of opportunistically symbolic of a new beginning. I was talking with my dad about this last night. He directed me to 1 Kings about how Elisha slaughtered his oxen and burnt all of his supplies. In a metaphorical sense, burning the ships. And saying, that was my old life and I'm not going back to it. I'm answering the call that God has placed upon my life. He legit said, I will not turn back. And as I'm navigating what that really means for me, I'm thankful to have, again, a team of advisors around me that are there to encourage me and handle me with such grace. Again, you know who you are, and thank you so much. So in this season, I'm going to do something I'm not very good at. And I found myself making a practice of this in the past month or so. And it used to make me feel so pathetic thinking about doing this, but I'm more confident now than ever before that it's the right thing to do. I never used to ask for help because I thought it was a sign of weakness. But that's precisely the point. I've come to find out that this faith walk is not about being strong. It's not about trying harder. It's not about doing all the things. Because I've done all the things. And I'm miserable. Because even in the areas in which you could measure up and that you could be doing the best that you can and you could be the best that you could possibly be, it will still not be enough. That's not what this faith walk is about. I've come to find out that walking by faith means laying down all of your effort, all of your trying, all of your own strength, all of your own desires, all the plans that you have. God just says straight up, show me your plans and I'll show you something else, because you're not getting the big picture, man. It's a matter of laying down all of those things and just simply saying, I trust in Jesus. And I trust the trajectory that he has for my life and the direction he would want me to go, because he's the only one that can really get me through all of this. And he's the only one that can properly guide my steps and lead me to freedom. He's done it before, he'll do it again. Wake up every morning with a renewed spirit. Right now it's not very much at peace, not experiencing a lot of joy, frankly. I haven't been happy for a while, but every day it's given another opportunity to try. And for that I'm thankful. And I don't want to take it for granted. I got too many people relying on me to really pull through and get up out of this mess that I'm in. It may not even be my fault that I'm in it, but it is my responsibility to get out. For all of you, I will try. All of you. And so, Father, I just ask in this moment that you would just have your way. Like, make me just a vessel for you to do whatever you want with. Break my heart for what breaks yours and transform my mind to be in congruence with what you want for me. I ask that you just bind every spirit of depression and stress and anxiety and replace it with joy and peace that doesn't make sense, God. Bind every spirit of resentment and distrust, because the enemy would want nothing more than for me to be isolated and cut off from everybody and incapable of putting my trust in anyone or being in community with anyone, at the ready to pour a blessing over me that you would want for me. And crush under your heel every spirit of self-hatred, self-deprecation, self-harm, and suicide, God. And I welcome forgiveness. I welcome reconciliation. If closure is never in the cards, if clarity is not intended to be found in certain situations, help me to be okay. And just be content with you having all of the answers, so that I don't need to have them, because you already do. I'm trying not to cry on camera. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. It's days like today that I don't realize how much of a presence and how much of an impact I really have and have made over the years. It's refreshing to be reminded of that. So again, thank you. And wherever you are in the world, be safe. I love you so very much. And I'll see you again soon. The nerve to rejoice in